Hey guys, Lester, and welcome to another Minecraft mod showcase here on the channel today. And today guys, we're reviewing a long requested mod, at least in my comments section, that people wanted me to review for a while now. And we're finally getting to it because we're actually out of mods. This is the last mod I had in the thing, not counting out the lucky blocks I have stored away. So I'm going to have to find some more mods to review. But today guys, we are taking a look at the useless ores mod. That's right. Now, you who commented this several times wanting to review it, I hope you're happy because we're finally reviewing it. But I just want to say there's so many things in this mod that I'm not going to be able to cover all of it. I'm going to go through and explain everything as best as I can, as best I understand it. But you'll understand what I mean once we get into it. So if you guys have been enjoying... Oh, hi, Enderman. Do you have a grass block for me? Are you going to give me that? Or is that yours? I'm just going to let you go. But, well, he left anyway. But if you guys have been enjoying the mod showcases here on the channel, do click that like button, show your support, subscribe to the channel if you're new, but only after you view the entire video and then determine for yourself if you want to subscribe. And also remember to hit that notification bell so you receive notifications about all my videos going up here on the channel. And let's get started. So first things first, the mod title itself is not misleading. Trust me, everything in this mod truly is utterly useless. You're not going to use this for any other thing other than your own personal enjoyment and getting a kick out of it. If you want to troll your friends on the server, also this is a good mod to have because it's very misconceiving, we'll say. But yeah, also you'll notice the start, I spawned on this island in the middle of a nice archipelago of other islands. So if you guys want the seed for this world, there you go. But if you're an island person, that is. But the first thing you'll notice is when you spawn in an area like this, you will come across this litter ore. And yes, it is ore. It is not grass. It is actually ore. And we're going to go over that shortly. But just know everything does spawn in your world that you need to work with this mod. At least I believe so. The one thing I didn't notice was the copper wood. I couldn't find any copper trees looking around, but I might have just been in the wrong area. But yeah, so the first thing is the copper. This is everything that you see in front of you right here. Those two double chests and everything else is copper. We have copper nuggets, copper quartz ore, and copper coal, of course. And here's the copper that you get from the copper ore right there. You have the copper quartz that you get in the nether, and then there's copper wood, and then the copper block looks like that. Now, how this works, essentially, you smelt a copper ore, and you're going to get a copper ingot, of course. You'd expect that much. Well, you can upgrade the copper ingot into a copper ingot 2. And how you do that, essentially, is you get 9 copper ingots like so. And you get copper ingot level 2. And yes, you literally just do that over and over and over and over and over again until you go to this copper ingot 54, and it's crafted with copper ingot 53. But wait, there's more. If we open this chest, you take the copper ingot 55 that you got from crafting 9 copper ingot 54s, and you go all the way down to copper ingot 101, which was crafted with copper ingot 100. And yes, that is literally the purpose of the copper, is just to get to this final form, which is copper ingot 101. And you take that and you craft the copper core. And how you craft the copper core is with copper ingot 101. Yes, you had to get, I don't even know what the math is of how much copper ore you would need to accomplish this, but let's say you had it. Now we finally have a purpose for that, what's it called, equivalent exchange mod or Project E? Yeah, that. Yeah, we finally have a purpose for it. I can't think of a better reason to generate infinite copper ingots than for this purpose. So once you get the copper core, you're going to be able to craft some interesting tools. You're going to be able to craft a copper axe, copper pickaxe, copper shovel, copper sword, and copper hoe. Now, these aren't ordinary weapons. Of course, the crafting recipe for them would be the same as you would expect, except the axe is for some reason reversed. But essentially it's crafted like you normally would. However, let's look at their damages, shall we? A copper axe, 4 attack damage, but... Or no, 4 attack speed, but negative 99 attack damage. As for the copper pickaxe, negative 98, negative 97.5 for the shovel. The sword is negative 96. You're probably thinking to yourselves, well, what does that mean? What does negative values mean? Well, I'll tell you. It does absolutely no damage. I believe you still can use the axe and the pickaxe as they would normally be used, but in terms of attack damage, they can't hurt anything. If I physically took this sword and tried smacking this cow that is inconveniently all the way over here, it does no damage. This is not a creative mode glitch. I can't damage this cow because the sword does negative 96 attack damage. So you'd have to give it sharpness like 100 for it to do any sort of attack damage. Now the copper hoe is interesting, and this one I got a kick out of. Negative 99 attack speed, but 1 attack damage. So, yes, it does do 1 attack damage. However, if you can see the little sword icon next to my hotbar, it isn't loading because it takes that long, negative 99 attack speed, so it takes that long to load up the sword for you to swing it. Just once. Yes, that is right. So the only point for you to condense all this copper is either you like the multicolored ingots to have in a chest or to have around your house on item frames, or if you solely just want to make the copper hoe just for the memes. The rest of the stuff, utterly useless. I mean, that's the mod. You'll be hearing me say useless a lot. Next up, we have the wrenches. I don't know what the wrenches are for, but there's wrenches. Yes, let's go over a few names, shall we? We have the normal wrench. We have the hot wrench. We have the charcoal wrench. We have the exclusive wrench. The pixel wrench, which is super tiny. The bootleg diamond wrench. The missing texture wrench. The bootleg lapis wrench. I'm just going around. A compressed wrench. The 1999 wrench. The copper wrench. You can probably guess where that one comes from. The bootleg coal wrench. And the $9.99 wrench. But thinking how you craft some of these things. Well, it's kind of interesting because there's like some ore that actually is involved in some of their crafting recipes. So like if I choose the gold wrench, it is actually crafted with gold ingots, do not worry. If I choose something like the $9.99 wrench, you actually need to get something called dollar bill ore and combine that with, oh, there's a $4.99 wrench. Okay, never mind. And then you just get normal dollar bill ore and you can actually make a $4.99 wrench. And there's also the creative mode wrench. You obviously can only get that one in creative mode. I know it's an exquisite one. Also, here's my favorite one, the anime arc wrench. And of course, to make the anime arc wrench, you need to first get glowstone and dust, combine it with the filler wrench. And the filler wrench is only crafted with a wrench and iron ingots because you got to get those filler episodes in the arc. Get it? Anyway, that's the wrenches. They do absolutely nothing. I don't think. They might work on the tech mod. I don't know. I need confirmation about that, but I think they're just useless and they're just there for fun. And this is also like, I'm reviewing the most recent update, at least I could find of this mod. So I think these were the newest things added into this update. So I've had this mod for a while. I had to get like, I had like the original version. I had to get like the newest version. Anyways, let's move on to some other stuff. So here's all the different ores that you'll find in your world. There's the item ore, litter ore, illusion ore, ruby ore, rock, ash ore, fool's gold ore, the rusty iron ore, the red powder ore. We have the fossilized blueberry ore, don't ask, a graphite ore, the dollar bill ore, that's the one that we were looking at earlier, nether rock, nether shard ore, ender rock, wither block. Yes, the wither block is actually not craftable, so I'm assuming maybe the wither drops it, I don't know. The missing texture ore, there's a missing texture, and sandy sand. Now, here's something interesting. We actually have weapons that go along with the item ore, and that's sword, shovel, pickaxe, axe, and the ho. That one sounded weird to say, but they actually do negative some attack damage. Some actually do attack damage, like the sword actually does one attack damage. It actually can do stuff. Other than that, there's really nothing else. Creeper, you came to join me. How you doing? Are you doing good? I'm doing good. Hey, you said hi to me. I speak Creeper, if you guys didn't know. Now, you guys ready for the most useful thing in this entire mod? We actually have Ice Wall Lull and Packed Ice Wall Lull. And these are actually crafted with, you guessed it, just ice and packed ice. So you can actually make like walls out of the ice and the packed ice. Unless I'm missing something. Nope, they actually work like they're supposed to. Okay, for some reason I thought they wouldn't work, and that was just the joke, because that's the most useful thing we found so far. And there's a few other items which I'm assuming the mobs drop, or again you get from the ore. We have flesh, useless nether quartz. We have, I can't believe it's not flint. I like that one. The useless charcoal, useless coal, useless iron, useless lapis, useless redstone, and gold, useless diamond, and useless emerald. Now, the I can't believe it's not flint. Oh, wait, this one doesn't have the crafting recipe. Something had a crafting recipe I want to show off that was utterly ridiculous, and now I'm forgetting what it was. Was it one of these wrenches? Or wait, I have to see something really quickly. There was this super ridiculous crafting recipe, or wait, maybe if I do uses on this. Oh, there it is. Okay, so let's say you want to make useless emerald or useless diamond. Guess how you craft it? You need the pickaxe, the shovel, the I can't believe it's not flint, the burnt, oh, we didn't show off the tiers. Crap, I forgot about them. Graphite ore, red powder ore, useless redstone, useless lapis, and fossilized blueberry ore. Now, some of the other stuff you also have to craft crazily, like the useless lapis. Like, all these useless ores, you don't break ore to get them. You have to actually craft them in this ridiculous, complicated recipe. I believe one of the recipes I saw actually involved, like, nether stars and dragon eggs. I might have misread that or misinterpreted it, but I saw it somewhere. I forget where, though. They make the flesh. Oh, I guess that drops. Okay. Or that's a drop from the mobs. We haven't gone over the mobs yet, guys. Don't worry. What was there? One more thing I wanted to say about this, other than it being useless. I don't know. Let's move on. So we have 5 mobs to look at. Now these actually I didn't look at during testing because I forgot they existed. But let's look at them, and then I have to actually get a sword to kill them. That isn't useless. So first things first, we have the copper zombie. Now, you can probably guess what he drops. Like, there's not much of a crazy thing. Of course, he drops the nuggets. And the nuggets, of course, are used to make the ingot, which can be used to make everything else. Next up, we have the zombie. So, is there anything wrong with your face other than... What is he doing? What is he... Is he attacking this creeper? Oh my god, he's attacking the... Dude, I didn't know you were friendly. I'm assuming he attacks other mobs, but of course he drops, I'm guessing, the flesh. Yeah, he does. Nice. We have the copper spider, which I didn't mean to suffocate, but of course that's probably going to drop, actually, the copper ingots and nuggets. I don't know if that's a rare drop for it to drop the ingots. I'm assuming it operates like pigmen do, with like the gold nuggets and gold ore. It's an extremely rare drop. Next up, we have the copper cave spider. Same principle, except just the cave spider variant. Now, I'm not sure if they spawn your world. It was nighttime for a while and I didn't see any, but they might actually have to spawn in specific areas. There might be a copper biome somewhere that I just missed. I have to be honest with you guys, I only explored the archipelago here, so I didn't really look too far in depth on where the stuff spawns. Anyways, the super hostile spider. Wow, he's super tiny. I'm assuming he just, and of course he still drops copper ingots. If you guys didn't get the point, this entire mod isn't about useless ore. It's actually just about this copper. This copper is the key foundation of this mod, and without it, the entire mod would crumble. But I would think it'd be cool if, like, the zombie can actually spawn. He might, I don't know, but could actually spawn with, like, one of the tools. That'd be pretty funny. And, like, he can drop them or whatnot. I don't know. He might be able to. I didn't really kill them a lot to check. But I have to say, my overall review of this mod, even though almost everything in this entire mod does absolutely nothing, and this is just for you to have a filler mod in your mod pack or whatever, I truly do like the idea of it with, like, all this like, the items are unique. You can't get me wrong. Like, all this copper, who would have ever thought to make literally 101, by the way, I don't know how you sat and did that for so long, do all those textures that make them slightly different, because they are all slightly different, believe it or not. The shading or whatever, like the different pixels, and I'm getting too in depth. My point, like, for someone to actually sit and do that, like, that's total props to you, mod creator. You did a great job on it, even though truly none of this stuff could be used for anything. I am going to probably, if it is compatible, I am going to probably install this in my Lucky Block survival series, just so I have the items just for the memes. Maybe a Lucky Block would drop it or something. What would be cool, if you guys didn't know, the person who made this mod is actually the same modder that created the pink Lucky Block add-on for the Lucky Block mods. So if you could, like, add these things as drops into your pink Lucky Block, or make a specific version that could, like, drop these items, that'd be amazing. Or maybe even a specific Lucky Block that just goes along with this mod, that'd be cool also. I don't know, I'm just giving suggestions because these items are truly funny, and honestly, looking through them, it honestly reminded me of something you could get out of a Lucky Block that would be a troll item or whatnot. Like, imagine you, like, open a Lucky Block and you get, like, 3 copper ingot 32s, and you're like, what'd I do with this? Oh, you make copper ingot 34 or 33. I skipped 33 for some reason. But my point, it's a pretty cool mod. Honestly, something that would be really funny to add into even Minecraft War, I would say, if I really wanted to. Possibly for next season. I don't know. But I did say that next season might be like a... Oh, actually, no, I didn't talk about that yet. Never mind. I'm not going to talk about that then. We're still focusing on this season. We didn't even launch this season yet. And before any of you are like, when is Minecraft War starting? You said it would start this week. I'm not going to promise anything, but I'm going to try to gun for either Wednesday or Friday we can start. If not, maybe Saturday. If we can't do Saturday, then we'll just have to do it the next week. I'm not entirely sure how this week's schedule is going to pan out, and I'll have to see what's going on. But I will try to get the first episode up. And as you guys do know, the first episode is a live stream, so that's a little bit more prep work for me. And I'll be honest, we're a few steps still behind for the server to be fully ready and functioning, because that has to be done first before we do anything. There's 1 or 2 more things I've set up on there, and then we're ready to get started. But anyways, guys, I digress. That is to conclude today's Useless Ore mod showcase. If you guys did enjoy, click that like button to show your support. The mod download will be linked in the description, so you can download the mod for yourself and enjoy the uselessness that it is. And I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.